What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. So Amazon announced their Luna Cloud gaming service. Now I'm a couple days late getting this video out for a couple reasons. It's just been extremely busy, but also I really wanted this service to sink in a little bit. I wanted to be able to really look at what people were saying online for a couple of days and watch the trailers a couple of times and just really kind of figure out what direction I think Amazon is heading here, and is it too much like Stadia? Because as much as I love Stadia, we know that they've had a lot of stumbles and a lot of issues since launch. Now, I think that they will eventually get there, but they're not there yet. So what is Amazon doing differently with Luna that's going to make things different? So there are a couple of key things that we're going to get into with that, but this is just going to be a pretty quick video. I just want to go over their page here showing everything that Luna has to offer. It's going to be the easiest way for me to hit all the points I want to hit with you rather than doing this a different way. So we're going to go down through here, look at all the things they list, and we'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll point out some of the major differences between Luna and Stadia, while I'm actually a little bit more excited for Luna right now than I am for Stadia. So let's go ahead and come down now. We're early access requested. Hopefully I'll be able to get in on that soon so that we can start testing the service here on the channel. I've requested that invitation. Make sure that if this is something you want to get into, you go request that as well and try to get in on that. I'm sure a lot of people have already requested access. So similar to Stadia, no waiting for lengthy downloads or updates. Games streamed directly from the cloud to your screens. Experience gaming anywhere. There's high-speed Wi-Fi, and of course Metro just gets shown on everything, doesn't it? It's everywhere. So game on your favorite screens. Now here's a difference that I really like. Luna will be available on PC, Mac, Fire TV, 2nd gen or newer, and web apps for iPhone and iPad. Play screen to screen without missing a step in your game with the Luna controller. You can literally just hop screen to screen, device to device, and continue just right there and not have to reload everything up. So the other thing is there's going to be some bigger third-party AAA games at launch, and Stadia has really suffered with that. Now this fall they're going to have Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed Valhalla and all that, but so is Luna, and this is their launch phase. So it kind of feels like Amazon waited long enough until they were ready to release something that could at least have some popular newer games on there, as well as some older indie games. Now, we're not going to get into all the games announced or coming just yet. In this video, this is more of just a quick overview and my thoughts on Luna, but they're going to have some decent games coming pretty quick for the service. The other interesting thing is Luna is about 8.1 teraflops from what I understand on the hardware right now. I'm still digging into that, opposed to Stadia's 10.86 or something. But Luna is going to support ray tracing off the bat, which is going to put it way more competitive with the brand new consoles, the RTX graphics cards, and all that kind of stuff. And it's where I've said, and I hate to keep bringing up Stadia, but this service is going to get compared to it so hard by everybody. But being able to do ray tracing day one and compete with all those services, as to where Stadia still needs to get Gen 2 off the ground and to get ray tracing going for games like Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs Legions and stuff like that, definitely something interesting for Luna to have that for day one. Now, something else I like here that I'll talk about a little bit is the subscription plan. Now, we all know with Xbox's Game Pass, it's literally the best deal, the best value in gaming that you can get your hands on right now. I absolutely love Game Pass. Play on your Xbox One, your Series X, Series S, your PC, xCloud, your Nvidia Shield, Android, whatever the case, you can play your Xbox games. It's a fantastic value. One of the big gripes with Stadia that people have had is you got to pay $10 a month for that pro service to get that 4K streaming, all that kind of stuff, and you've still got to pay full price for the games. Now, the thing is, Stadia is very much like a console in the cloud, and they expected to sell you games just like an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that. But it works a little bit differently when you start getting into cloud gaming. And what Luna's doing here is something that I really like and compares more to Game Pass. So we're looking at a subscription service, which is no surprise with Amazon. So Luna Plus is going to start at $5.99 for early access. This is going to be unlimited hours of play, growing library of games, 1080p 60 with 4K coming, stream on 2 devices at once, not just one, and play on PC, Mac, Fire TV, web apps for iPhone and iPad. Now, these are going to be done with channels. So instead of buying games, you're going to subscribe to channels, and I really like this because as they add more and more companies and more channels, you'll be able to kind of pick for what games are out or coming out, what you want to pay for and play when, and then you could always just drop that channel and pick up another one, very much like you might do your TV these days. So the Ubisoft channel is going to be coming, also unlimited hours of play, Ultimate Editions with DLC for select titles, the 1080p 60 with 4K coming, one device at a time, and still PC, Mac, Fire TV, and web apps for iPhone and iPad. So I really like that. We're going to see a lot of these channels, and I think that that's going to be interesting, and each channel can have its own rules. The companies can work with Amazon to cater what they want for their games, include DLC or not, 4K, how many devices, all that kind of stuff. So it's almost like the channels within Luna will be able to compete with each other to offer value to the gamers. And you're not going to have to purchase games. So like with Ubisoft, Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you're going to be able to just subscribe to the channel very much like you would Uplay on your PC and play those games day one. And that is something I'm more excited about. I don't want to have to go spend $60 on Stadia plus paying my $10 to play those games. I really like the subscription services, and Game Pass has been one to really pull me into how much value the subscription service can be. Origin Premiere on PC for $15 a month, and you get all the new games day one. Ubisoft's Uplay, same thing. There's all kinds of examples where this works really, really well. So I like this business model and this pricing plan. So moving to the controller. Nobody thought too hard about this, right? It's your standard layout. Looks a lot like the Stadia controller, but even more importantly, the first time I took a look at this, it reminded me of a third-party Xbox controller that I probably wouldn't actually use to play my Xbox. But I don't have, I haven't held it, I haven't used it. It looks nice enough. If it feels nice, I want to get it in my hands. The layout's fine. I love the Xbox controller. It's my favorite controller. But I gotta get hands on and see if this feels cheap. Does it feel weighty, expensive? Is it clicky? Tactile? We gotta get our hands on the controller. But it's definitely just your typical design. I really did feel like it was a third-party Xbox controller, but definitely looking forward to being able to get my hands on it and check it out. I can't complain about it. Can't say I love it. Don't have it in hand, but just to look at it, I'm sure it'll be just fine. One nice thing I like about this, though, is like Stadia, their controller will connect through Wi-Fi to eliminate latency, and they're saying 17 to 30-ish milliseconds shaved off of your latency for using this controller with Wi-Fi. So I'll definitely be getting that controller with early access as soon as we're able to get in on that and start checking out Luna. So excited to try out the controller and the service for sure. And I'll be honest, with Stadia, the controller works great. I love the Wi-Fi connection, so hopefully this will work just as well. Now, Twitch integration is something we all knew was going to come when Luna came out. Stadia is working on their thing as well for Google, but they have been really slow to roll these things out. So Luna having a kind of a day one, you can be playing, you're going to be able to watch Twitch streams directly from Luna. So you'll be in the store or whatever in your Luna app. You'll be able to see Twitch streams of games and see someone playing, and then instantly be able to jump over and go start playing that game if you subscribe to that channel or if it's available to you in your subscription or whatever the case may be. And that's going to be really, really cool. You're watching someone enjoy a game and you decide, hey, let me go check this out. You can just click, go, and start playing. No download, no waiting, no anything. And if that works as seamlessly as it's supposed to, that's going to be a fantastic feature, having Twitch and Luna combined together. So there's quite a few differences when it comes to Luna and Stadia, right? As we go down through here and we compare, one thing being on iOS. Now, Stadia has been seen running on Safari in iOS 14, but it's not there for the consumer yet. Luna is going to have that. They're going to reach all the iPhone and iPad holders out there that are actually excited to try a service like this out on their device, and Apple has been blocking everybody. So I think that's actually a really big deal. And of course, it's going to come to Android as well, but the fact that it's going to be there for iPhone, iPad, that's really cool. I would like to see Apple TV be able to do something eventually, but that's a whole different thing. So your main differences are going to be that Twitch integration, the business model itself of the subscription services to channels to play the games that you want to play at that time, have the ability to change subscriptions as you want, drop channels, pick up channels, whatever, I think is going to be a really big difference that attract a lot of people, especially at this early access pricing. Now, I'm sure that'll go to more of a $9.99 type thing, but that's absolutely fine if you're not having to go also spend 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks, depending on what edition you buy, for games. And if more companies like Ubisoft jump in here and they do like they've done on PC, where when you subscribe to Uplay Plus, there you get all the DLC, you get the Ultimate Editions, you get all the Day One add-ons, you get all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty exciting. That is really neat to see. So there are definitely differences here, and I think Amazon's going to be coming out swinging with Luna, and I am personally really excited to check it out. As a channel that covers a ton of cloud gaming, as you guys know, I have subscriptions to almost every cloud service there is, and quite a few cloud PCs as well. I am really looking forward to getting my hands on this and really diving into the business model of what you're getting for those subscriptions. What's the controller feel like? What does the actual gameplay feel like and look like on all these devices? So I'm actually pretty excited to check this out. Hopefully we'll get access soon here on the channel, and we'll be able to dive into this deeper with you guys and check it out. So thanks a lot for coming to check out this video. Quick look at Luna, my thoughts on Luna. Pretty excited to check it out and see what it can do. So thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Click that notification bell so you know when I drop new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you would. It all goes a long way to help the channel, and I really appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.